Hey everyone, today I have a fun video for you. I'm creating a layout for HipKit Club and I'm using one of the exclusive cut files for January. I think January, maybe December. And also some easy mixed media with the lovely stencil that we got in the color kit in December. So I hope you will enjoy this. And please don't forget to subscribe and click the like button. It really helps me reach new people, and you know how YouTube works in mysterious ways. So I would really appreciate it. And don't forget to check all the links below for more videos, online classes, and all that good stuff. Let's get scrapping. So I'm starting with this gorgeous cut file that is one of the exclusive ones for HipKit Club. You can find those in the download sections in the HipKit Club website. We have exclusive cut files every month, some for everyone if you create an account on the HipKit Club website, and some for subscribers only. So make sure you get those freebies. Now I wanted to back this cut file with my lovely paper, if I do say so myself. And this one is actually the huge rose one, but you can see that, you know, you can just use parts of it and just get that gorgeous watercolor texture. So yeah, so I wanted to back it. So basically I went into my Silhouette software and I right-clicked, what's it called? Release Compound Path, I think, is it? Compound Path, something like that. And sorry. And then I deleted all of the I just basically left the outlines of the leaves and the flowers. Now you have to do that manually because this cut file is very intricate, and you know, some of the lines are between the shapes, and you still want those cut from the pattern paper that you choose to back it up. So another thing, you could just like use a pencil and trace it and then hand cut it, but I can't be bothered with that, and I hate fussy cutting, so I went with this method and it worked. The annoying thing is to glue this. I tried using this spray adhesive, but it is temporary. Now this spray adhesive is actually what I use on my Silhouette cutting mats. I have the Cameo for years and years now, and I think till now I changed mats maybe one time because I used this spray. It's temporary adhesive from 3M or M3, whatever it's called, the Scotch brand. I got mine in the local art store because those things usually you can't have them shipped. At least anything that goes with an airplane, as far as I know, they don't do that. So anyway, just in case you're wondering, it really lengthens the life of your cutting mats, and it works really well. I haven't had any issues with this, and I've been using this spray for years now. And yeah, and then I decided, you know, this flower was so colorful, I really wanted the background paper to also have some color. And I decided to go with white and do some mixed media, so I'm very messily using the stencil. I think you can still see some of the flowers in the end result, but mostly I just wanted color and texture. I didn't really care about the details. So you see that I'm doing this very yeah, this is all very messy, and I'm okay with that. And most of it will get covered, so you always, I know Missy also says that in her videos, and hi Missy if you're watching, and it's so true that, you know, you should take under consideration where your main elements are going to be, like the photos or something big like this cut file, and make sure that you can still see the mixed media because most of it is covered. So you want to make the mixed media area big enough so that it shows. Yeah. So I really like how that turned out. I kind of went with the same colors like my paper, and I tried to keep it to have like the yellow spray behind the area of that yellow leaf, and then more pink behind the pink flower, but I wasn't paying too much attention to it. So how did I glue this thing down? As I said before, I tried to use with the temporary adhesive, but it's temporary, so I should have known that, and it's just not strong enough, and like the next day it all fell apart. So I actually used a glue stick, and it worked really, really well. I used this Scotch glue stick that you see on the screen. Worked really well. I gave it, I think, a few hours or another day to dry, so I wouldn't have to deal with anything like sticky all the time. And that's how I adhered the white, piece of intricate cut file to the background piece. I mean, the pattern paper that I backed it with. Sorry, I'm very tongue-tied today. Okay, so using some foam adhesive, and I want to just mention a couple of important things. I have a new watercolor class. It's called Sketching Florals in Watercolors. It's a super fun, easy class if you love watercolors and you want to learn to play with them a little bit. A lot. There's a lot of content in the class. Then I highly recommend checking it out. It's now on sale for $39, the best price it's going to be for years now. And so if you're interested, get it now for the best price. Price goes up January 24th. That's the last day of the sale. So now is the time. I will leave a link in the description box, of course. Also, if you want more videos, if you want to support this channel, help me make more videos, more free videos, more paid videos, check out my Patreon. I offer there every month, depending on how much you pledge. There are videos, printables, daily updates on what I'm doing and what I'm up to. I share all my discoveries and experiments and everything. I do a mixture of mixed media stuff, scrapbooking stuff, everything that you see on this channel, just more of it. So back to the layout. This cardstock is from Basil. It's called Marshmallow. It's a little bit thicker than the regular one, but you could totally use a regular one. I actually didn't use a ton of liquid on the background. I sprayed kind of lightly, so I think regular cardstock could also deal with it. It did slightly buckle, so I just adhered it just in case on a piece of cardstock, and then I put it under a stack of heavy books and left it overnight so that it would be completely flat, and that worked really well. It did become very flat. So I'm committed to the position of this cut file. I love how it looks. I love how it works with the mixed media background. And I'm using this small photo of Lily to just talk a little bit about how she's talking these days. And I also placed the photo in a way that kind of works with the colors in this, I find. So if you notice, I have the yellow at the bottom and the leaf there, and then it goes into orange in the flower, and then it goes into red, and then it goes more into pink. And then I have this even like cooler shade of pink in her shirt. So that was intentional. And of course, I'm all about the colors, and I love, rainbows and like rainbow colors and using that on my layouts. So it all worked really well. And, the good thing about creating colorful layouts is that you have then a lot of options with embellishments, because you're not, you can use a lot of colors. So my weird title says Tapta Vic, and this layout is about how Lily talks now. So she started talking a few months ago. She's 2 years old, and now she says many words. Every day she learns something new, but she mispronounces most of them, and I think it's hilarious. And also, she sometimes uses some Hebrew words and then some German words. In case you don't know, I live in Austria, but I'm originally from Israel, so I speak with my girls Hebrew, and in the kindergarten and school, and with my husband, they speak German. So Ella, of course, Ella is 8 years old, and she's completely bilingual, and Lily is just starting to talk. So she talks mostly in German, I guess because she hears that more, and but she also knows a lot of words in Hebrew, obviously. So the Tapta Vek means, Tapta is her version of Safta, which is grandmother in Hebrew. So that's how she calls my mom, obviously. And so she mispronounces Safta and says Tapta. Sometimes it's Tata, sometimes it's Tapta. So it changes all the time. And Vek is in German, actually, and it kind of, when you want to say someone is away or someone's not here or someone went away, you can say Vek. Or also, if you want to tell someone to go away, you can say Geh weg. But I'm sure my Austrian and German viewers are enjoying this right now. So I was calling my mom through WhatsApp, like Skype or something, and Lily immediately said, she said actually, Ela Maya Tapta Vek. I think she didn't want to talk, but she was also saying that Ella went to visit her friend Maya. So it was Ela Maya Tapta Vek. And I just thought it was really funny. So sometimes she tells, when she doesn't want to talk to my mom, she says something like Tata Vek. And that's just so her. She's very opinionated, and sometimes she's social, sometimes she really doesn't want other kids around her, and sometimes when I'm with her, then she doesn't want her dad, or when he's with her, she doesn't want me. So she has these things. So sometimes she's very antisocial, and sometimes she wants to play. And so I made this title. I used these gorgeous golden letters that we got in, one of the kits, I think in the main. I think they came in the main. And now I'm starting to add some embellishments. So I have this sticker, You Do You, from Crate Paper Good Vibes. And you can see I'm also using some of the offcuts from the backing paper that I used to cut that piece that I backed the die cut with. This is so hard to explain for some reason. I'm not sure why. So I'm also using them, and I think they add a lot, just a nice, really nice detail. And I'm using some of them with from the same side of like that huge rose, in that paper that I created for the December kits, and then some I'm using the other side, which had just this beautiful watercolor wash in kind of a bluish, a purplish blue, I would say. So I wasn't planning on using these pieces. I just cut them off, but they end up looking really cute, and I thought it worked really, really well. And I thought about using, the other letter stickers in the kit. We had these gorgeous words, and then we had another black font. I thought about using them, but somehow the contrast was a bit too big, and I didn't want that. It would have also worked, especially because she has that black in her shirt. If you recognize these guys, I don't know. Here they're called Barba Papa and Barba Mama, and I think, what were they called in Hebrew? Because I saw these guys also when I was a kid, the cartoons. I think it was called Barba Abba. Yeah, so I don't know if you know that, but I think that shirt actually belonged to Ella. And we have a CD of these guys, and Ella loved it when she was younger, and Lily seems to like it also. Maybe I should also write about that. And, that little banner that I added now, it's from Vicky Boonton, and I can't remember what it says, but it says something. Wait, I have the layout next to me. But it says something actually that worked quite well. What did it say? Oh, do it with a smile. Yeah, so, she says to my mom, go away, but she's always super cute. My mom is not too sensitive. She knows she's tiny. Tiny girl. Oh, and another thing I really liked is I added below the title these Vicky Boonton stickers, and they have like all the rainbow colors in them. So I added for, going from kind of pink to orange to yellow, kind of imitating the whole color scheme of the layout. So I love that little detail. The wording actually works well here. Well, kind of. It's very general. So, laugh out loud, the sweetest thing, celebrate the everyday. It works well. Finishing touches, I'm adding a bunch of stars. These are from Pink Fresh Studio. They are the, the puffy stars that keep on giving. I've used them on every layout. It's a huge pack. I think in the January kit we get another huge pack of these, but I think with hearts. I love these. They're fantastic. They're like 4 packs of, enamel shapes in one. And I love the fact that Kimberly, always packs the kits with tons of product, and it's almost always the whole package. So she rarely gives like half a package. And I love that, because if something is pretty, then I want a lot of it. The last thing that I'm going to add is my journaling, and I'm just testing some pens. I thought about that light gray. I think I always think about it, and then I always choose the dark gray. Oh, sorry about that. It got cut off. I added some splatters from Blue Jeans Shimmers Spray. I really loved making this layout. I hope you feel inspired. Thank you so much for watching. I wish you a lovely day.